G'day, Ian Summers here from Kayuga Broadheads. Just going to go through on how to sharpen our pilot cuts and the easiest way for doing it out in the field or at home. So obviously we have our broadheads pre-sharpened and they will come ready to go, but like with all material, with steel oxidization, once it hits the atmosphere, they can dull. So what we do is recommend a light touch with the steel. And what I have here is a couple of steels. This is a smooth cut diamond steel. It's very, very smooth. It's made in Germany. And this is an FDIC. And also I like those two because, as I said, that the edge is already there. We've just got to touch it up. So when you get them straight out of the pack, I'll do it this one first, is you just start at the back here, and as you're coming forward, you roll your wrist a little bit so the blade in the transition is always touching the steel, and it's very light. I'm not putting any pressure, like I said. And then I'm just going to go on the flat edge back, and I'll do this a couple of times, and then that's enough to get this hair pop in straight out of the pack, and you can do that. So that's just one way. Obviously now when we've shot it through an animal and we want to retouch it out in the field, I'll just grab another head instead of doing that. And what I do is around the camp chair at home, it's really, I like the camp chair at the back at camp, you just shove it on the armrest, or if you're back in the workshop, I put a screw there on a bit of timber, and that just helps lock the broadhead into there. And then I grab a texter. This is the key to it all, is rubbing the texter onto the leading edge where we need to sharpen. And what that is, it's an indicator on getting your wrist and the file to be working as one, so you're not changing the actual degrees on that front edge. So you lock that into there. And then this is a smooth cut file. It's very, very good to get that type of one. So it's only got one cutting face on it. Smooth cut or mill bastard file is the other one. And what we do is I'm just going to hold that there, lock it in, and I'm going to shove my wrist here. Now you don't roll your wrist. We want to be able to do a nice straight movement. So I'm going to shove it in the corner where the transition is of the taper, the 3-to-1, then it goes out wide. I shove it there and I move it forward. And as I'm doing that, I'm working on when the texture's coming off, how I put, whether I change my wrist angle on that. And we want to just do a nice small strokes. Once again, we're not pushing hard here. All we're doing is just touching the front leading edge. So I'm going to do that, and once I've seen that I've touched that whole leading edge, now I'm going to start in that corner and I'm going to work back. And then once again, I'm just watching that front leading edge. I've got that perfect. So now I'm just going to swap it over, start again in the corner, going forward, and just change the angle so I'm working on that front edge. That's good. Now working backwards from there. And that's good. I'll just do the little tanto tip at the front. That's all gone. Perfect. Right, now, so once again, we go back onto the steel. I start at the very back corner and I roll my hand slightly. Once again, very lightly. All we're doing is taking that little burr off, and then I run the flat edge back, and it's breaking the burr. Just go one more. Now with this smooth cut FDIC one, I'm going to do it like a normal knife, and that's just broken the burr. So I just touch that, I can feel that. Once again, that'll take hair off, no problems. So that there is how we sharpen the pilot cut.